When you heard love, Filipina, what comes into your mind? Are you a person from the West that are desiring to meet a Filipina woman? Or somehow you are a person right now that feels like giving up because there seems like everything is not working at all? Today, let's welcome our special guest, William and Johnny Lee, that will share and inspire everyone that love has no boundaries. I have some question for Sir William, and let's dive in right now. The first one is, what initially drew you to consider Christian Filipina as a platform for finding a partner?
I was told about Christian Filipina by a couple of Filipino psychiatrists at a hospital that I worked at. That's how I learned of the app.
Okay. So the second question is, what challenges did you face during the process of getting to know Jonali, considering the physical distance and cultural differences?
I think that the first problems were we had to make the initial contact. Once we made the initial contact on Christian Filipina, we kind of like went off site. After we met and we decided we were going to talk to each other, we gave each other's email and kind of like we emailed further pictures to each other and things like that. So it was making the initial contact, I think, was the hardest thing, which we did on Christian Filipina.
And do you think meeting someone online is hard for you that time, or
It was different.
it was
I had
different?
I hadn't really been a dating app guy. That was the first dating app I've ever used. Not an American one, anyone. So Christian Filipino was my first, and of course with the distance between being over there in the West, it was kind of different with the language barrier. But she texts pretty well.
Okay, so she takes pretty well. So can you describe the emotion you felt when you first connected with Jonali on Christian Filipina? Can you recall this emotion?
I feel like I had talked to a couple other women on Christian Filipino, but when we text each other, the things that we were talking about we had in common, I had a feeling, I felt something, even though we weren't talking physically in video, there was something I felt that she was saying through the text that kept me talking to her. I had a feeling about it.
Okay, so how did your faith influence your decision to seek a partner through on Christian Filipina?
Well, I'm a Christian, and she didn't know it at the time, but I was a pastor for 10 years. And so, really a lot. It was 100% influence for me, thus Christian Filipina. That's why I chose to go on that app.
Okay, how about her? Did you know Johnny Lee that William is a pastor before?
No,
You
never.
didn't know.
I never expect that.
You never expect. What did you expect then?
Just a normal guy.
A normal
Just
guy.
one because sometimes I go in the party. Maybe we go together for the club or the bar. But he's a pastor. Said, "Oh, I never go there."
But everything is good.
Yes, everything is smooth. Everything is good.
How did you and Johnny Lee navigate the complexities for a long distance relationship before finally meeting in person?
Well, I posted on there in around May of that year, 2019, and I already was ready to get my plane ticket. So I was coming in about within 60 days. I was going to come there, and I let her know that I'm not just talking on here for a long time. I'm coming over there in 60 days. And so she knew that from the beginning. So she was like, okay, he sounds serious to me.
Okay, so do you think putting some bio on your description is a good idea?
I think so. It worked well for me because I said two things on my bio. I said I was looking for a
Soulmate.
soulmate, and not only was I looking for a soulmate, I literally put this: I'm coming in 60 days.
That's really a good thing. So that every woman that will text you, if ever, will know that you're coming on 60 days.
Yes.
Good idea. So, in what ways did Christian Filipina facilitate communication and connection between you and Johnny Lee during your courtship?
Well, once I had got the initial membership, which was free, I paid for a membership. I don't remember what it was at the time, and I was able to actually text back and forth with Junie Lee. It opened it up to that I could actually communicate with her in real time, and so it helped me meet her because I wouldn't have met her without Christian Filipino.
So, how did you maintain your trust and faith in the relationship despite the distance and uncertainties involved in online dating?
Well, I think that the number one thing is make sure once you meet that one that you think you're going to be is your soulmate, go as soon as you can to visit her in person. Because once I met her in person, it made all the other LDR time much easier because we had already met in person.
Okay, so how about those foreign men that are texting women for like 1 year, 2 years? Do you think that even works, or it should not work like
I think that unless you have a real plan of going within 6 months,
6 months?
that you're just a pen pal. You're not really dating, and you can't expect that woman to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years of her life on someone that may not ever come.
True. I would say that Filipino woman might need some time to prepare. So I guess 5 months, 3 months would be enough.
Good time.
Yes, good time. Do you think, Miss, that?
Yes.
Yeah. But you
Good
is
enough
2 months, 60 days. 2
Yeah,
months.
I told her that I was, because I had took my vacation at that time, so I was almost zeroed into that time because I told my job I wanted off at this time frame. That's why I posted ahead, 60 days ahead. This is when I'm coming.
Okay. So, what factors ultimately convinced you that John Lee was the right partner for you, despite the geographical and cultural barriers?
That bathing suit she had on in her profile. no, it
What
was
the profile?
that she was very pretty in the profile. What really convinced me when we started texting back and forth each other, I just thought that what she was saying, she sounds serious and she sounded like she was somebody who was very interesting to me.
Okay, so when you look at John Lee profile, your eyes heart.
Yeah, yes, yes,
Super reaction. Wow,
Yes.
this is gonna be my one.
yes,
Oh, and it
Yes.
happened.
yes.
Wow. So, how did your family and friends react to your relationship with John Lee, especially considering the unconventional way you met?
Well, my grandson, who I raised like a son, they all thought that it was a scam. They said, she's not real. She's not real. She can't be real. So they're just going to take your money. That's what all my friends said. That's what they all said. I said, no, she's real. And when I go over there to see her, you're going to see she's real because you're going to be talking to me on Messenger and I'm going to be there with her talking to you.
Okay, and they were shocked.
Yes,
Okay.
it really happened.
So now that you and John Lee are happily married and living together in Lapu-Lapu City, what advice you give to others who are considering finding love through online platforms like Christian Filipina?
I think you should know what you're looking for from the guy's point of view. Know what you're looking for before you get on the app. Know that you really intend to go there. And if you start talking to a girl, Filipina, make sure that you're serious because more than likely she wouldn't be on that app if she wasn't serious.
And then how did your experience with Christian Filipina ultimately change your life, especially considering the significant distance and circumstances you and your wife overcome to find each other?
I think that in the fact that they stand behind their product, if there was anything wrong, I was able to text them or I was able to call them and say, this is happening with my profile, that, and that they would respond to what I was saying. And that's the way I like it. Whenever I pay for a product and they respond to whatever my question is, I figure that that's a good app.
Okay, so I guess that would be all for today. And thank you so much for sharing and inspiring others your love story that you really overcome those struggles, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, that was a struggle.
Because you met around 2019 and now it's already 2024, so you've been in relationship for 5 years.
Almost 5 years. I think that this coming June will be 5 years.
So yeah, very strong relationship. And how about you for the last time, Miss William, Mrs. William? Yeah. So, what can you say about the relationship you are in right now? About sir?
For me, and my relationship right now is I'm happy, then I'm very, what is this, satisfied, and what is this? It's very, sorry,
Compatible.
yes, very compatible.
Compatible. And very compatible with each other. Wow. So for now, I'll see you again, guys, next time. And this is the part 2, and hope you watch the part 1 of this video. I'm gonna put the link in the description box, and of course, don't forget to check out their YouTube channel. It's Johnny Live.
Junilai
Junilai.
and Williams Adventures.
Yeah. You got a YouTube channel. Okay. So how long did you start that one?
Last 2022.
Okay. So would you like to mention that one here? And what your
Yeah, the
channel
YouTube
about?
channel that we have is called Junilai and Williams Adventures. And we do a lot of talking
About the
about
Philippines.
our adventures, about the Philippines, about transitioning to the Philippines, if you're coming on vacation, places to go, everything that has to do with the Philippines and the adventures in the Philippines.
Wow. So they will really learn a lot from that channel. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link on the description box, guys. So don't forget to check out their YouTube channel. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you.
See ya.
Wow. Happy couple.